Hi, it's me, Tiffany. It's been a minute since I've posted some content of just me, but I've really been doing a lot of thinking lately because this thing never shuts off. You may know about some things. That's not really an appropriate term to use for what's happening in my life right now with taking care of elderly parents and just the whole, I don't even know what to call it. I've been slightly rummy lately just because the brain is always going. This thing never shuts off. And it doesn't help that I know that I have a form of ADD, always ruminating over and over in my brain, trying to figure things out, trying to solve problems, trying to make sure that I do this right. Did I do that right? Questioning myself, double checking, triple checking, nonstop, just overdoing it all the time. And there's no rhyme or reason on how to stop it. Part of me feels guilt for it because in my mind, with the faith that I have, when I'm constantly questioning and doubting and overthinking and overanalyzing and over this and over that, that part that has a deep faith is telling me that I don't trust God. I don't trust that He's got this. I don't trust that good things will happen if I just let Him take the wheel. It's very difficult to do, but it's one of those things that if you're a mover and a shaker and a doer and a fixer, it's very difficult to shut the brain off and just have faith that, hey, I trust you. I know you got this, and I'll just follow your lead and pray and be filled with gratitude every day and just let things evolve as they should because I trust in Him, right? Well, easier said than done. So I've been struggling with that a lot, and seeing the things that I've seen just in the last week has been devastating. It's brutal. I know it's life, and life is death. Nobody gets out of here alive, right? But it's brutal. And a lot of you can relate because you've been there caregiving for somebody that you love, whether it's a child, a parent, a sibling, close friend, a spouse, whatever. We've all been touched by it at some point, or we will be touched by it at some point. And you are grieving. That's why I did the podcast episodes with Dr. Becky, because essentially we are grieving the loss of the life that we had with that person because it's gone. It's no longer going to be that way. You'll never get that back. So you grieve that loss, even though that person is right in front of you, whether they're laying right in front of you, sitting right in front of you, whatever it is, it's brutal. And it's very humbling. But at the same time, when you're in the middle of it, doing things that you never thought you'd do for your loved one, I try to let that gratitude wash over me and remind me that there's really nowhere else I'd rather be. There are these waves. It's a wave of emotion that just in the midst of a moment when you're sitting there, like I can run my fingers through my mom's hair. And I'm looking at her and watching her reaction. And you can tell it feels good, when you have these moments of peace and just sitting there rubbing her hand and, are you okay, mama? You need another blanket? Are you sweating? Are you cold? Are you in pain? Shoot some more morphine, do whatever, wet rag on the head, whatever, right? But the waves that come over you of emotion is unbelievable. And you don't want them to see you cry, right? Because my dad's right there too, trying to hold it together and trying to be strong. And the second that mom would hear me, her eyes are not open a lot lately, just in the last couple days. But she, you can have conversations with her, but she's not looking at you. But that quiver in your voice and the inability to talk, she would notice. And my dad, God bless him, all he wants to do is make mom comfortable. And to the point that you have to watch, thank God there's cameras in the house to be able to, for their safety, to catch things. And it's like, oh God, call him, call the hospice team, call dad. What are you doing? Daddy, you can't do that anymore. Even then, just watching that happened to me today at work, watching, or no, it was yesterday actually, watching him feed her. All he wants to do is take care of her. And he's failing too. It's brutal. It's brutal. But trying to hold it together when you need to is important, right? Because you don't want them to see or hear you crumble. So I do my early morning sweep through the house, get up at 5 and roll in there quietly, do my sweep, take care of things. There's a routine that I started to do and it works really well. So it's like a 30-minute-ish deal. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. But it's crazy when that shit hits you, And I don't put this stuff out there to get attention. I know there's been people that have reached out and I am so grateful for that, It's very, very humbling when people reach out. And I guess part of me is documenting this stuff to a point. Nothing super personal. I'm not going to invade their space and put them out there. That would be so insensitive of me. But to talk about it is therapeutic for me. And I know a lot of you can relate. And I guess that's all about what I want to do with this platform anyway, is relate to people. And I can give you nuggets and advice and thoughts, and you can give me the same, and I appreciate it. So those things, please know, those of you that have reached out, I absolutely appreciate you very much, and the prayers and the thoughts and the loving comments. I make sure mom and dad hear from me the things that you guys say, the kind things. What blows me away more than anything is how fast things go. How long ago was it I took a picture of them driving, or video of them driving down the road in the 72 Chevy, and my mom will never be in that pickup again. I'm so glad that I'm the person that takes those moments and video things and capture moments, because there are some people, and I'd say some in this family, that seem to think everything should be private, everything should be off limits, and certain people shouldn't come out here and whatever. And it's just, I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly. I believe that certain stories need to be told. I believe that some things that we go through gives others hope and encouragement and a platform to speak about their own stories and their own experiences. I believe that at the end of our lives, that unless mom and dad don't want people out here, I always ask them, hey, so-and-so wants to come see you. Can you, are you up to it? And they'll say no if they're not. Tonight, mom said no. And 100%, no problem. It's what you want. But then she might get a hair and say, I want to see so-and-so. Okay, 100%. Get them out here. Or they want to come see you. You have to limit it, of course. But I don't believe in being so secretive and so standoffish. I don't understand that. It's just when somebody walks in the house and gives mom and dad their love and a boost, how can that be bad? How can that be bad? How can that be bad? So when you're caregiving and you're in conflict with other caregivers, it can be a real interesting thing. It's no secret there's been a lot of chaos in this family over the last almost 4 years. June, it'll be 4 years. Jesus, it'll be 4 years. Yeah. Every now and then I have to remind myself that it's been that long, but it has been. So there's a lot of estrangement, and which is fine. I'm absolutely 100% fine with that personally. But when it comes to mom and dad, that's the part that hurts the most, because I mean, what parent wouldn't want a cohesiveness and calmness and a mutual love and admiration at the end of your life? You want that for your family, right? But it's not the case. It's not the case. And I recently did something. I got sick and tired of the older brother not coming around for going on 2 years, maybe close to 2 years. And my sister and I are taking up all the slack, doing all the work, even paying for things on our own. And I can only speak for me. I ain't rolling in the dough, but it is what it is, I mean, you do what you got to do, right? Mom and dad are on a fixed income. If you're at the store, pick up stuff for them too. If you need this, order off Amazon. If you need fuel, get some fuel because I can get it cheaper, blah, blah, blah. You just do what you got to do. It's just the way it is. And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's nice when you get a free pass and you're not participating in anything, not the care, not the financial aspect, none of it. So I took it upon myself to write a shitty ass email and said, you better fucking get here sooner than later. Pull your head out of your ass. And amongst other things, I just let it roll. For the first time, I spoke my piece in 3 years. I don't even know. I just lose track of time and it doesn't matter. All I know is it needed to happen. And then poof. Guess who came? Guess who came? Somebody showed up the next morning out of the blue. So, it's pretty pathetic when you have to be guilted to the 10th degree, including pictures, including brutal facts, to get somebody here for their own parents. It's pretty pathetic. But I'm the disruptor. That's what I do. Get shit done and don't apologize. We'll never apologize. Don't have to. Ain't gonna. So be it. I don't care. Those two people in that house in there deserve better. They deserve better. And it is what it is. I did it and I don't regret it. Yeah, I'm not going to go into much detail. I wish I could because it was really good. That's one thing that I am thankful for is the ability to uh, be unfiltered. Just let it rip because I don't give a shit. I don't owe you anything. We all owe them. And that's the way it should be. I don't care what you think of me. I don't care how you feel about me. I could care less. Grow that fuck up and get here. And there you go. The next morning, it's crazy. Why does it take that? I don't know. Some people are just cowards. Some are weak. Some are just ignorant. Some are in total denial. Some are completely complacent. Some are completely self-centered. Some are blah, 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 blah. It is what it is. That's their story. I don't care. But it worked. So it's crazy what has happened in the last 4 years. My parents deserved better. They deserved better than what they got with their boys. I don't understand it. But I guess in all reality, I would say, like I mentioned in my podcasts about family dynamics, generational traumas, family systems, you name it, you cannot coddle, enable, make excuses for people, and you cannot not have boundaries. You have to have boundaries with people. If you don't establish clear boundaries with people, it allows the people that don't respect you to run right through those boundaries or break them down or whatever. They don't care. So if I could ever say something to anybody about the lessons learned with this family dynamics, is don't be afraid to establish boundaries ever, because they're actually for self-protection. That's one thing my dad struggled with, was feeling mean to establish boundaries, either with his dad, his wife, his son, hired men, whatever. It was always very difficult for him. And look where it got him, Yeah. So, no regrets. None. I will continue to do what I'm doing. I will be present. I will be a part of this till the end. And I know God's carrying me at times. I have no doubt that I am the walking dead sometimes. And it may not be physically, it could be mentally at the time, because I do feel like that I've been walking in a fog at times where you, like, I know I knew that. I know you told me that, but I completely forgot. I know that. I did see that, or I did hear that. And then you're like, but it was like I was dreaming, the the shit that you're going through, it's crazy. But it's all good. I'm grateful. I try to definitely, before I hit the ground running every day, say my prayers and the gratitude. I try to list at least 3 things I'm grateful for, because that's important. It tries, I set the tone for the day. And if I let my brain immediately go into overdrive, then that little habit of going down the rabbit hole and living in yesterday takes over my today, and I can't allow that. So thank you guys for your support with this little podcast. Thank you for your thoughts and your prayers for my mom and my dad, for both. I've had a few people say, "Oh, she'll get better." It ain't happening. It's not happening. This is going towards the end. And I just pray that she doesn't suffer for a long period of time. Nobody wants to see somebody you love suffer endlessly. She believes in God. She was baptized. She prays. I pray for her. The chaplain comes out and prays with her. She knows where she's going. I just don't want her to suffer at all. Anyway, thanks, guys. I appreciate you always. And sorry for the downer one, but this is more of a journal for me than anything. And I'm going to keep doing it because I think it's healthy. Thank you so much. And on to the next chapter.